Start listening to your kids' ideas because they know more than you, and that is for sure when it comes to content, a marketing campaign, even your current business if you are in a current business. A lot of adults throughout generations, but specifically now, downplay their kids' ideas. And I'm telling you right now, they will help you. You just got to sit there and you got to listen. And why do I know that? It is for two key reasons. I speak to a lot of people in their late teens and in their 20s. Why? Because I can understand in regards to where they're coming from, because I know what the current trends and the current projections are moving forward. Two, it is because a lot of adults out there, a good percentage, have no idea what is currently going on. For example, if I talk about ChatGPT, which came out a few years ago, they heard it for the very first time now in 2025. So that is kind of a relic. I was at a place just recently where we just did a ChatGPT 4 example. They have not even heard of ChatGPT, let alone ChatGPT 4, where we're having a complete conversation with the AI. Everyone started running to download the app. It was kind of comical. But the key thing is, I'm going to give you 4 key reasons why you should start listening to your kids' ideas. Number 1, and that is trends. These kids know exactly what is going on in real time, what platforms are working, what platforms are not. By the way, let me ask you, I'm sure you're probably on a platform. You might have a YouTube channel. Do you ever look at your analytics and look at the age range that people are watching your videos or your posts or your reels or whatever? Do you ever look at that? Do you know who your videos are targeting? You might think, friends, that you know who you're targeting in regards to male, female, what age group. The algorithm is going to tell you otherwise. So have your kids start looking at your posts, your videos, and understand where you're coming from. And maybe if you allow them, which I would suggest that you start doing that, they might say, why don't you tweak it like this, tweak it like that, tweak the copy, tweak the description, the title, maybe your thumbnail, etc., because they know exactly where people are watching. Number 2, video editing. Now, a lot of people, which, obviously in the realm, let's say, of YouTube, there was always really jump cuts and really quick editing and all that type of stuff. And now it's kind of talking heads, which is fine. The key thing, as long as your message is clear. But these kids know exactly what to do in regards to video editing, because they do it not as a business, quite frankly, but they do it recreationally. And if you look at their recreational edits on their videos, so if they're skateboarding or they're doing whatever it is, you will be very impressed in regards to how they edit it, how emotional it gets via the music that they use. So it could be fun, it could be inspiring, whatever the audio is, because I'm telling you, audio is essential when it comes to certain types of forms of marketing. So definitely, if you have video, have them take a look at it. There's obviously a lot of video editing services, and the factor of if you have iMovie or whatever Windows has that is free, and they can help you on the editing. They can even do, the majority of these kids do the editing on their phones, and that alone is impressive in itself. Now, in regards to number 3, your thumbnails. Now, a lot of people put thumbnails and they use Canva, which I strongly suggest. And the key thing about that, it will give you great ideas. The kids, on the other hand, though, will take that thumbnail, utilize Canva, and really blow your mind. The key thing is everything is a gradual learning process. And then the factor of what you show on your thumbnail might not quite explain what it is that is contained in your video. So what these kids know is exactly how to utilize the thumbnail type of creativity via Canva and really spruce it up just by listening to your video and watching your video so that way it can translate into a successful thumbnail. And then finally, number 4, and that is, as I always preach, and that is their understanding and their continual understanding of artificial intelligence. Like I mentioned, not too long ago, we had ChatGPT, right? That blew a lot of people's minds. Then it became to generative AI in the form of images and video. Now it's going to go into another form in the next, who knows, 2 to 3 years. We hear robotics. We hear other types of ways that people are looking at AI, business consultants, marketing strategists, et cetera. It is going to be mind blowing. But in regards to what these kids know in regards to generative AI, in regards to marketing, in regards to packaging, in regards to things that you don't even know about, if you're not familiar with that type of, really 3-ring circus of artificial intelligence, then you are, my friends, way behind. So the key thing is they know. So by utilizing those 4 steps and really having that talk with your kids, there's nothing wrong with, asking, hey, what's going on, nowadays? What are you guys watching? What are you guys listening to? What is attracting, your age group? They will tell you. And quite honestly, a lot of kids really are restrained by talking to their parents just because it's like, oh, they're not going to listen to me. It happens in every generation. But the knowledgeable aspect has been at its high peak as we speak right now in real time. And that is going away no time soon. So the key thing is pick their brain and they're going to pick yours. And then in the end, the result will be really a polished product in regards to marketing, in regards to business strategy, and in regards to content ideas. And if anything, bring them along for the ride, because if you're currently in a business, you are teaching them business kind of like in an old school way, and they're teaching you business in a new school way. So guys, again, thank you so much for listening. Again, if you're already knowledgeable, with this type of stuff, then you're ahead of the game. For many of you that are not, again, utilize the people that you have around you, especially the youth, because again, they're a big help. Thanks so much, guys. If you could like, subscribe, and comment, I appreciate it so much. As always, just hit the box that we'll talk about the next type of tip that we always have to talk about. So thanks so much, guys. And as I always say, let's play.